This meeting is being recorded. Please continue your
Okay, the summit within. What does it say? What is the meaning of summit here? Right. When we talk about summit, we know that the meaning of summit is referring to the apex or called as the top of the mountain. Right. But here, when we talk about the summit within, it means we were talking about the kind of a quality the highest quality an individual carries in himself or herself. So that's what you can find out. But uh, the title itself is suggesting that what uh, the title itself suggests that the kind of a quality an individual carries and his storage or her storage is discussed in this particular means particular text. Right. Now, before we read, Major HPS Ahul Balia, right, was a member of the first successful Indian expedition to Mount Everest in 1965. Now, we were talking about whom? Now, Major HPS Ahul Balia. So, who is he? Now, he was a member of the first successful means Indian expedition to Mount Everest. We know that the Mount Everest is somehow called as one of the highest peak, right? So, in you can say that in India or in the world, right? So, in the year of 1965, right? In the year of 1965, he was the successful Indian expedition. So when we talk about expedition, someone who is having a means greatest interest for journey, right, or called as a climbing. How did he feel when he stood in the highest or stood on the highest peak or highest point in the world? Let us hear this story or his story in his words, right? Climbing the summit, and then the more difficult task of climbing the summit within, right? So climbing the summit means here it tells about two of the summit. What are those two summit? Now one is called as a climbing the highest peak of the mountain, right? Second summit is called as a, wait a minute, yeah, climbing the summit, and then the more difficult task the author pointed is called as a climbing the summit within, means uh, making yourself a kind of a uh, 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 highest confidence or called as the highest courage to carry the quality in yourself. Now see that the story begins or the text begins with the idea by stating that of all the emotions which surged means what? That's something called as a arose, right? Arose means what suddenly came out through me as I stood on the top of Everest. So here summit is called as a means the range of Everest, looking over miles of panorama. So what do you mean by panorama? That's called as a wide picture, right? Wide picture below us. So looking over miles of panorama below us, the dominant one I think was the humility, right? So the author pointed that means he was on the top of the mountain, right? And when he was looking, means looking over miles, right, or looking below, what did he find out? He found nothing but the large picture of the nature, right? And he pointed the dominant one, I think, was the humility, right? The dominant one means what he felt that he was in the highest one, and means he can feel pride for that. The physical in me seemed to say, "Thank God it's all over." The physical in me. So it means he felt that what he felt that finally he achieved what is his destination. right? And he said thanks to God also for that. However, instead of being jubilant, so what do you mean by jubilant? Jubilant is called as someone who felt excited because of his success. And here the author got the success, right? So there was a tinge of sadness. There was a tinge means what? But there was a slight unhappy or called as embarrassment or a kind of a sadness in him. Was it because I had already done the ultimate in climbing? There would be nothing higher to climb, and all roads hereafter would lead down. Right now, remember that when you reach to the topmost part, right, topmost, like let's say that the world's highest mountain, when you climbed and you are on the top of it, now you won't find out anything means higher than that because it is the highest, is not it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is the highest. So you don't find out that you will find out any other thing which will be uh, higher to that, right? So it means you reach to the topmost finally, and that is why you feel a kind of a sadness that after reaching the highest, that your work is over, right? Anything you want for it also, it will take you down or take you lower than that but not higher than that, right? So by climbing, am I clear, Mayank?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. By climbing the summit of Everest, by climbing the summit of Everest, you are excited, overwhelmed by a deep sense of joy and also thankfulness. By climbing the summit of Everest, you are overwhelmed, excited by a deep sense of joy and thankfulness. It is a joy that lasts lifetime. The experience changes you completely. The man who has been to the mountains is never the same again, right? So you would find out that the author presents his emotion. How does he present his emotion? He presents his emotion by stating that after climbing the top of the Everest or top of the mountain, right, he felt excited, right, and he felt also a kind of a unique happiness, and he also said thankful, right. He pointed that this is the kind of happiness that lasts a lifetime. So reaching to the top, right, is nothing but the kind of happiness that actually means with him, that stage with whom, that stage with the memory of the writer for lifetime. And he also made the idea that the experience changes you completely, and that experience of achieving the highest mountain, right, or highest range of the
Yes, sir.
mountain, that actually give you some kind of a some kind of a motivation, right.
Yes,
He
sir.
pointed that the man who has been to the mountains is never the same again. The man who has been
Yes,
to the mountain means here the man is called as a Major P.S. Ahluwalia, right? So he was completely changed. He was looking for more, right? He wanted to means take more risk, right? As I look back at life after climbing Everest, I cannot help remarking. Remarking means what? Pointing about the other summit. So the author stated that after reaching the highest peak of the world, he did not even think about other mountain range. The summit of the the summit of mind, right? So no less formidable and no easier to climb. So he pointed that means as he reached to the top of the world's mountain, but at the same time he did not
yes,
look
sir.
for the any other mountain. But there was a one particular range that he found. It's called as the top of the topmost part of the mind, right? No less formidable, no easier to climb. The author stated that it is not easy an individual to measure or to identify means what is the end or which one is the topmost part of the topmost part of the means human's mind, right? Human's mind. So that is why he found that after Mount Everest, he wanted to reach to the top of the mind's range, right? Even when getting down from the summit. So he here mentioned that even when getting down from the summit, right? Once the physical exhaustion had gone, once the physical exhaustion, what do you mean by physical exhaustion? That called as a tiredness, because success was so excited, exhilarating for him that he even forgot his tired tiredness. He began asking himself the question why he had climbed Everest, what was the reason behind it, right? So the question came to his mind that why he had climbed Everest. Why did he uh, why did he do the act of reaching the summit? Why did he decide to go to the top of the mountain? Have such a hold on his imagination, right? Why did the picture of the top of the mountain reach to his mind? It was already a thing of the past, right? Something that I done or that I had done yesterday. With every passing day, it would become more remote, and then what would remain? Would my memories fade slowly away? So obviously, maybe you achieved something which is unique, but at the same time, based on the time what happened, those of the unique memories are also seeming like isolated and lonely, and also they seem like they are disappearing gradually, right? The author pointed all these thoughts means the thoughts of uh, why did he want to reach to the top of the mountain, right? So what actually motivated him, and how means the success seemed like what it was means fading, or called as it was gradually turning isolated. So all these thoughts that allowed me to question myself as to why people climb mountains, what is the reason behind it? People climbing mountains. So the author himself also give the answer of it by stating that it is not easy to answer the question, right? It is not easy to answer the question. The simplest answer would be as others have said. The simplest answer would be what? As others have said, because it is there, right? So when you ask a question, right, that what now
Yes,
why people climb mountains, so the easiest answer is what? Now
yes, sir.
it is present in the world, right? That is why it presents
Yes,
great difficulties. It presents great
yes, sir.
difficulties. The obstacles or the problems in climbing a mountain are physical, right? So
Yes,
what are
sir.
the problems actually that you find out? You are not using some kind of a means technical, or called as some kind of a instrument. You are or some kind of a vehicles which will help you to reach the mountain. You are using or you are climbing physically, right? And while you are doing or while you are means climbing physically, you would find out
Yes, sir.
excess amount of difficulties or excess amount of problems, right? The author
Yes, sir.
stated that a climb to a climb to a top means endurance. Endurance means called as a flexibility. A climb to
Yes,
a
sir.
summit means endurance, persistence, and willpower. So you can say that if you want to achieve any range of the top, any range of the top. So what are the things necessary? The things necessary for reaching to the top or top of anything, then you must be what? Three things needed. What are the three things? The first one is called as a flexibility. What is the first thing? The first thing is called as a flexibility, endurance, right? You must be
Yes,
flexible
sir.
of of what you are doing. Second is called as a persistence. The meaning of persistence is called as a doing something again and again and again, right? And the third
Yes,
one is called as a willpower. The meaning of willpower is called as a determination, right? So endurance, persistence, and willpower, these three are necessary to, to reach to any of the means range of the summit, or called as a
yes,
mountain, or that may be summit in your in within you, or maybe summit is called as a present in the world. The author also stated
yes, sir.
that the author also stated that the demonstration of these physical qualities is no doubt very exciting, as it was for whom, as it was for me also. For me also means what? As it was means necessary for the man, right? HPS Ahulbalia, right? So he said that determination, persistence, and also means um, endurance. These are called as a very essential for any individual. So do for him. So do for HPS Sahul Balia. Am I clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is called as I have a more personal answer to this question. So he also started giving the answer of which of these questions, right? The questions which have been asked above. I have a more personal answer to the question. From my childhood, I have been attracted by mountains, right? The questions we asked, that why means people want to reach to the top of the mountain, right? So the question's answer we found, that's called as it was present, right? So similar to that, the author stated that his personal opinion is what? Now his personal opinion or answer to the question was, now from his childhood, the right from his means from the writer's childhood, the writer have been attracted by mountains. So HPS Ahulbalia have been attracted by mountains, and
Mountain.
he had been miserable. He had been miserable means he had been felt very sad, lost when away from mountains. So something you can find out that his love for the mountains and want to see what are the things present in the mountain and want to reach to the top of the mountain. So
Yes,
that is why, as he was away from the mountains, right? So what he did, now he felt miserable, he felt lost when he was away from mountains in the plains. Mountains are nature at its best. Mountains are what? The nature at its best. Their beauty, their beauty and their majesty pose a great challenge. And like many, the author also believed that, like many, the author also believed that mountains are a means of communion with God. So, what do you mean by mountains? Now, they are the medium of communication with the God, right?
God.
Means all these mountains present in the world, so that display the beauty. Beside displaying the beauty, the author also stated that, uh, yeah, beauty in the sense what? Beauty in the sense called as a means natural beauty, and majesty. Majesty means called as a express pose a great challenge. And like many, I believe that mountains are the medium of what? Now talking to God, right? How? Now because while while talking to God, you feel peace. So mountains are also filled with the nature and snow, so that also gives you nature, that also gives you kind of a peace. And that is why
Yes,
means the author pointed that climbing the mountain or thinking about the mountain, right, it's called as a communicating with God, uh, like you communicate with nature and the beauty of the nature, right? The author also stated, once having granted this, once having granted this, right, the question remains, why Everest, right? Because it is the highest, the mightiest, and has defied many previous attempts, right? Now we got the question's answer that means when we are talking about um, mountain range and we reach to the means top of the mountain, our highest peak of the mountain. But why did an individual or HPS Ahluwalia chose Mount Everest, right? So the answer also presented here. What is the answer here he has presented? Now he said that because it is the highest, it is means what? Now the Mount Everest is the highest, the mightiest, right? The highest, the mightiest, and has defied. Defied means what? That's something called as a that showed the failure, that showed the failure means HPS Ahluwalia had also failed many previous attempts of climbing that. It takes the last ounce. It takes the last ounce of one's energy. So even it is a brutal struggle with the rock and ice. So we know that reaching to the top of the Mount Everest is not an easy task, right? Easy task. You would find out that rock and ice, right? Rock and ice uh, covered to the whole mountain or spread through across or through the mountain, right? It takes the last ounce of one's energy. It means uh, it it actually uses, right, it uses the complete energy of an individual, right? It is a kind of a means a critical and a brutal struggle with rock and ice, right? So once taken up, it cannot be given up, right? Once you have decided to climb the Mount Everest, right, you cannot quit it. Given up means what? That's something called as a quit up. uh yeah, given up means quit. You cannot quit it in the midst of it. You cannot quit it in the halfway. Even when one's life is at stake. Even when one's life is at stake means what? One's life is at the challenge. The passage back is as difficult as the passage onwards. So when you are talking about the path, the passage means the way you chose to climb the Mount Everest, right? So obviously the the future part or the path ahead, or the path that takes you for further, the path that takes you onwards, right, as difficult as the passage or the path you decide to go back, right? It means if you talk about this is the path to take you towards the Mount Everest, right? Imagine that here you are, here you are, and you have decided to do what? Now you have decided to, you cannot climb, so that's why you want to go back, right? If you want to go back, obviously it leads to the danger, yes or no? Because you are in the middle.
Yes,
And if you go to the means of means go forward, you may find out the exhilarating, but at the same time it is also dangerous, right or not? That is why it is called as a, the passage back is as difficult as the passage onwards. So not dangerous but difficult, right or not? So we can draw the idea, a person who is means in the middle of the path, right, must must go to the top of the mountain, should not think to, should not accept the failure and go back, right? So the poet stated that means uh, when you reach to the top of the mountain, you will find out exhilaration. Exhilaration means excitement, the joy of having done something. You also feel like what you have at least achieved something. The sense of a battle, the sense of a battle fought and won. There is a feeling of victory and happiness. And also look at the peak in the distance. I get transported. I get transported to another world. I experience a change within myself. So the author's idea is what? Now, once you decide to go to the top, you cannot come back in the from the middle of the path, right? Because coming backwards or moving forward, right, are equally means difficult. He also pointed that once you reach to the top of the mountain, you will find out the kind of excitement, right? And once you go for the what? Now, so once you own the battle that you fought, right? So you will also find out a unique happiness or unique uh, winning, right? Glimpsing a peak in the distance. So looking at a peak in the distance. So when you reach to the top and from there you look to the outer world, right, you will find out the another world, and that experience or that love is nothing but a change within yourself. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look into the next one. uh, the next page. What does it say? It says, which can only be called mystical, right? By its beauty, aloofness, might, ruggedness, and the difficulties that one encountered on its way or on the way, right? So the author stated that once you reach to the top, you feel the kind of a spiritual, right? Because the beauty present in the top of the world, right? Aloofness, might, might, mighty, you can say that, ruggedness, and the difficulties that faced on the way. The peak, the top of the mountain that draws me to it. So the author said that what actually inspired him to go to the top of the mountain, the peak or the top part of the mountain, right? That actually inspired him to take to the top of it, as Everest did. It is a challenge that is difficult to stop, right? The author said that he took it as a challenge and that he wanted to fulfill. He also pointed, looking back, I find that I have not yet fully explained why I climbed Everest. Right? It is like answering a question, why do you breathe? Now you can see that climbing the Everest, the author compares climbing the Everest with the means taking breath. It means it is called as a very essential, right? Climbing the Everest is comparing with what? Now, climbing Everest is comparing with the why we breathe, right? So it means like the breath is very essential for a person. Similar to that, climbing Everest is also equally important. Why do you help your neighbor? Why do you want to do good acts? There is no final answer possible to the question that why do we climb Everest, right? So, because if you ask a question, why do you climb Everest, then you also should know that the answer is called as why do you breathe? Because it is essential. Why do you help to the neighbor? Because you because he's your neighbor, so he stays next to you, and your duty is to help him or help her. So general, natural, universal, right? Why do you want to do good acts? Moral, right? So there is no final answer to the possible question, why do we breathe or why do we climb Everest? And then there is the fact that Everest is not just a physical climb. Everest is not just a physical climb. The man who has been to the top of the mountain becomes conscious in a special manner to his own smallness in this large universe. So obviously, there is the fact also, right? There is no final answer possible. And then there is the fact. The fact is what? Now, Mount Everest is not just a physical climb. So you are not just climbing to the Mount Everest to show that you are on the top of the world, right? It is also that what? Now, human being believed that the man who has been to the mountaintop becomes aware that in a special manner of his own smallness in this large universe, right? Imagine that you are such a small means character in this large universe, and to prove that wrong, so man tries to achieve some of the success or plays some of the or means fight some of the battle against the nature, right? And that's why to prove that what means how means manage how human being is means reaching to the success. Even it is also stated the physical conquest. The physical conquest means that called as the physical victory of a mountain. What is the physical victory? Now, to
Yes.
win, reaching to the top is nothing but a victory and only part of the achievement. There is more to it than that. It is followed by a sense of fulfillment, right? There is the satisfaction. What is the satisfaction? Now, there is a satisfaction of a deep request to rise above one's surrounding. It is the permanent love, eternal love for adventure in man. The experience is not merely physical, it is emotional, it is spiritual. So the author clearly gives a kind of an answer here, right? That he finds out the emotion, he finds out the motivation, and it's not only about the physical, but also the experience of
Yes.
you can say that experience of emotion and spiritual, right? He also said that he has also permanent love for the adventure. Adventure means what? An expedition or moving here and there, right? So the author also said that consider a typical climb. Consider a typical climb. Typical climb means called as a difficult climb towards the summit or toward the reach to the top of the mountain. On the last height, you are sharing a rope with another climber. You are sharing a rope with another climber. You farming. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. Then he belays and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. You strain every nerve as you take every step. Famous climbers have left records of the help given by others. They have also recorded how they needed just that help. Else, they might have given up. Breathing is difficult. You curse yourself for having allowed yourself in for this. You wonder why you ever undertook the ascent. There are moments when you feel like going back. It would be sheer relief to go down instead of up. But almost at once you broke out of that or you break out of that mood. There is something in you that does not allow you give up, right? Now the author's idea is called as climbing is nothing but typical and reaching to the last height. And when you reach to the top of the mountain, right, you would find out that many of the people loses their means of position. Loses their position means what kind of a position? Now the position of uh, being achieved to the first one. But why they unable to get it? Now they unable to get it because of their means because of their helping attitude, right? Like the author has given certain example by stating that let's say the example is called as you go with your or you climb with your friend and while at the same time you find out your friend is needed some kind of a help, and you are sharing a rope with another climber, right? And what
sure.
happened? Now he climbed means faster than you, right? It means what you did. Now you held him, but at the same time you lost your means position. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. Then he fixes a rope and you inch your way up. The climb is green, right? So you strain every nerve to take every step, right? Famous climbers, those who are famous, so they have left records. Wait a minute,
Yes.
just a minute. Okay, now
Technically, in progress.
let's listen to it. So you're sharing a rope with another climber you farm in. He cuts the step in the hard ice. Then he fixes a rope and you inch your way up. The climb is, grim. The climb is somehow called as a serious. You strain every nerve. You take the stress, you take the difficulties, every part of yours when you take any step. So famous climbers have left records of the help given by others. They have also recorded how they needed just that help. Right. Now you would find out some of the famous climbers, they could not reach to the top because of what? Now because of helping others. Similar to that, you would also say that after getting support from others, some climbers also get to the top of the position. Right. So they have also recorded how they needed just that help. So sometime also helping to others, you reach to the top. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, sir.
Like sometime reaching to the top of the mountain, you get the position called as a top, right? But sometime helping to the others, also you reach to the top. That is what called as a reaching to the top of the mind and reaching to the top of the mountain. It is that is where they might have given up. Breathing is difficult. You curse yourself for having allow yourself in for this, right? So you wonder why you ever undertook the climb, right? You curse yourself. You scold yourself. Why did you allow others to reach to the top of the mountain first? There are moments when you feel like going back. It would be sheer relief to go down, right? You feel a kind of a relax also when you go down after reaching to the top instead of up. But almost at once you snap out of that mood, there is something in you that does not allow you give up, right? So normally what happened? Now the author stated that you must carry, right? You must carry the quality of what? Now determination, quality of persistence. So failure is something which will come, right? But once you have chosen the decision of what means reaching to the stop, right? No one can even stop you for that, right? The author here pointed that a struggle and you go on. Your companion means your association who are also climbing with you, keep you off, encouraging you. Just another 50 feet, just an 100 feet. Maybe you will reach to the top. You ask yourself, is there no end? So the kind of a difficulty you would find out when you reach to the top of the mountain. You look at your companion and he looks at you. You draw inspiration from each other. And then,
Sure.
are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, without first being aware of it, you are at the summit. So that is what means associating or making friends and going along with your friends, right? You will find out the inspiration from each other and one another. And finally,
Yes,
you reach to the top of the mountain. Looking round from the top, you tell yourself that it was worthwhile. Worthwhile means that's called as a fruitful, right? Finally get the result. Other silvery peaks. Other silvery peaks appear through the clouds. Silvery peaks means what? Other means a possible solution. Silvery peaks means called as a possible solution, right? Appear through the clouds. So means if you're lucky, the sun may be on them, right? If you're lucky, the sun may be on them. So if others can also possibly reach to the top of the mountain, if you are lucky, right, then the sun may be shining on them, means they can also take the help of yours and they can reach to the top of the mountain, right?
Yes,
the
yes.
surrounding the surrounding peaks look like a jeweled necklace around the neck of your summit. So if you look into the top of the mountain, so you would find out how the rays of the sun that is spread on the iceberg, or called as a means mm, uh, throughout the across the mountain sides, right? It seems like a beautiful jewels or necklace around the neck of your summit. Below
Yes.
you see vast valleys or huge valleys that moved or sloping. Sloping is called as a down into the distance. It is an ennobling, right? Ennobling means something which is called as a highly noble, valued, enriching. That called as a full of means full of beauty or experience to just look down from the top of the mountain. You put down or you bow down. Bow down means put down your head, right? And make your obeisance. Make your obeisance to whichever God you worship. Make your obeisance. It means show your obedience, or called as a obliged nature, right? To and also surrender yourself before the God that you pray, right? Because you got finally the success. The success that means reached you to the top, right? The success of reaching to the top. And that happens because of what? Now, because of means because of your God, right? Because of your God, or because of your own determination. I left on Everest. I left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak. So means a major HPS Ahluwalia, right? So after reaching to the top of the mountain, he left a picture of Guru Nanak. Rawat, another friend of him, companion, a picture of Ganesh Durga. Pu Dorji left a relic of the Buddha. So another friend of HPS Ahluwalia. Edmund Hillary had buried a cross under a cairn, a heap of rocks and stones in the snow. These are not symbols. These are not symbols of getting victory, but respect, reverence. The experience of having climbed to the summit or top of the mountain changes you completely. So obviously, when you reach to the top of the mountain, so that will change you completely, right? There is another summit. There is another summit. So the author stated that how means different religious people have put their own symbol of religion, right, or God there. So it is also stated that there is another summit. There is another summit within. So what is that? Now it is within yourself, reaching to the top of your means mind and body. That's called as a helping to others, sharing your hand to the others, right? And means having the top of the confidence and also courage. It is in your own mind. Each man carries within himself his own mountain top, right? So obviously, when you are competing, so you always see yourself that you want to get to the top position, right? But that's not the case the author wanted to point out. The author said that what? Now, while you are running for a race, you go with all, right? So he must climb it to reach to a fuller knowledge of himself, right? It is fearful, it is unscalable, It is fearful means reaching to the top is called as a full of fear. So he has to win over the fear. And he also find out unscalable. Unscalable means you cannot even measure it, measure the range of the mountain. So that he have to chase by patience. It cannot be climbed by anyone else, right? You yourself have to do it, right? That is why the physical act of climbing to the summit, to reaching to the top of the mountain, reaching to the top of the mountain is highly necessary. And also you can say that no one can do it except you yourself. Outside, it is relating to the act of climbing the mountain within, right? It seems like you may be means trying to reach to the mountain. Outside is relating to the act of climbing the mountain within. So inside yours, you will overcome from that fear and reaching to the top, right? Having the courage, right? That will help you to climbing the mountain outside. The effects of both the climbs means climbing the mountain to chase the highest range, right? And to climb inside to chase the mind, right? Both are the same. Whether the mountain you climb is a physical or the mountain you climb emotional and spiritual, the climb will surely change you. If you the if you change your emotion and spiritual, then it will definitely you will change yourself. If you change if you chase the climb of the mountain, if you chase the range of the mountain, you also change yourself. It gives us the knowledge about the world and about ourselves or yourself. I venture means called as I took the step to think that my experience as an Everester has provided me with the inspiration to face life's ordeals. Ordeals means life's all those problems, pains, experiences completely with a full of determination. Climbing the mountain was a worthwhile. Climbing the mountain was nothing but a very means, useful experience for him. Why? Not the victory of the internal summit. So why he said that climbing the mountain was a very useful experience for him? Now, because he said that he was climbing the mountain outside, but he was getting the victory of his means internal summit. Internal summit means he is trying to win over his inside emotion, inside the spiritual, and also fear, right? Overcome his fear, right? Which is also equally important. The internal summits are perhaps higher than Everest. You can say that reaching to the top of your mind, conquering your fear, overcome your fear, change your mindset, make your emotion and spiritual, constant. Then you can find out you reach to the top of the top of the mind, and even that reaching to the summit is higher than any of the mountains range, even the Mount Everest, right? That's what the author finally stated about this particular text. So the writer is HPS Ahluwalia, right? Ahluwalia. I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all for the day. Thank you. Meet you in the next class. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.